Summer's basically here. July 4th is coming up fast. We're talking Maui car rental prices. We've seen some frankly wild swings lately, some surprising trends, a few things that make you go,
Right. This video is brought to you by Frank's Friendly Cars. We're a local car rental company on the island of Maui in Hawaii. You can get more info about us and check out our Maui car rental blog with all the latest news, info, and prices at www.mauicarrental.biz. Looking right now, the week of June 23rd, 2025, prices for most cars out of Kahului Airport sharply up, way up. From last week, it really feels like we're snapping back into that high-season pricing model. The cheapest economy cars, they're at $258 a week. Now that's up 14% just from last week. Mid-size cars up 24%, they're at $295.
Okay, but then you get into the real eye-openers. This is where that supply and demand thing gets really specific. Jeeps are up a huge 75% to $657 a week now. And SUVs, wow, the price has more than doubled, a 139% increase up to $601 a week. But the absolute showstopper, the one that's just, well, astronomical this week, minivans, get this, $1,339 a week, up 53%. They are the most expensive vehicle out there right now. Might be a second mortgage just for the minivan.
You're not wrong, it's incredible, and what's really interesting is how specific categories like what you said, minivans, are just so disproportionately hit. This isn't just general, oh, it's summer demand. This points to a really targeted spike. Probably family travel, right, and is clearly way outstripping the supply for that kind of vehicle, but here's the real curveball. The key anomaly this week may be a tactic savvy travelers could use convertibles while everything else is soaring. Convertibles have actually dropped for the second week running. They're down 20% to just $395 a week, which that puts them a huge 37% below their median price over the last year.
Whoa, okay, that is completely out of sync. Totally against the seasonal trend, right? It really makes you wonder, are we in a new era where the old rules for booking just don't apply consistently anymore? Why would they drop now?
Well, our analysis points towards, possibly a new shipment. A batch of new convertibles arriving on island getting put into the fleet. This isn't just a random dip, it looks like a classic example of, even in peak season, companies needing to get those new assets working, generating revenue immediately. So if a big batch of new cars lands, yeah, they might discount them sharply just to get them rented out fast, get them into the system. It's likely a short-term market adjustment. But yeah, definitely something a smart traveler could potentially jump on.
Well, the takeaway seems pretty clear. Prices, they're sharply up for most cars as we head into summer 2025, especially those minivans hitting that wow, $1,339 a week mark. July 4th looks like the peak with maybe a slight dip afterwards, which kind of fits the historical pattern. But then there was that weird anomaly, right? Convertibles actually fell for 2 weeks down to just $395, super unusual. We also saw that, yeah, for a while last minute was cheaper sometimes, but for rentals starting tomorrow, booking 1 week ago was actually the best bet. And definitely don't assume off-airport is cheaper anymore. Our data shows it's often higher right now, probably due to, specific supply issues. Oh, and Maui broke its 12-week streak as the cheapest island, but it's still neck and neck with Kauai, only $4 more this week, yeah. And stepping back just a bit, looking at the broader trends, it really just highlights how incredibly dynamic these market conditions are, even for something seemingly straightforward like car rentals on one island.
That's it for our wrap-up of Maui car rental news and prices for this week. You can get more info on our website at www.mauicarrental.biz. And please, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe.